So I wasn't really planning on doing a video today. I just was going to come out here and have some fun. But I got this recoil spring kit from DPM Systems for the Staccato C. And I have my Staccato C here. As you might remember though, I have ports from Tampa Gun Works. And if you want to save some coin, go to Tampa Gun Works, use code Shenanigans for 7% off. Hey, it's better than nothing, right? And get you some ports, set yourself up right. But we're going to see how flat we can make this today. Comes with 4 springs, 8 springs really, because you have 2 different sizes. I have to apologize. I'm not sure what the weights are off the top of my head. I'll put that in the video as we're running through it though later. But I'm going to test these out and just kind of see how it works, especially with the ports on here. I want to see, you know, is it going to give me malfunctions? How flat can we make it, of course? And I thought you guys might like to know about this, especially you Staccato owners. Maybe you don't know. They also make these for the Staccato CS, among a lot of other pistols. So check them out, DPM Systems online. They didn't sponsor it. I paid for this out of my own pocket, so don't be like, oh, they sent it to you. That's why you like it. I don't even know if I like it yet. So, comes with a guide rod and your springs. Get these out and I'll show you real quick. So, it comes with a replacement guide rod, and you use the same guide rod, cap or whatever it is at the end of the muzzle for your guide rod in the Staccato. I don't remember. And then you have your different springs for it with different weights. You have these kind of black ones right here. And they are 2 different lengths. So let's see. You can see one's shorter than the other. And then you have the silver ones. And again, 2 different lengths. And then the gold one here. So again, 2 different lengths. So we're going to give each of these a run, long and short, and just kind of see which one performs the best. I'm running 115 grain MagTech today. And my carry-on was 124 grain plus P HST from Federal Ammunitions. And I figure if it runs the 115s, it'll definitely run the 124 plus P. But we're going to see if we can't get any malfunctions and see if we can't get it to run right. So let's see what happens. So like I was saying, it just uses the end cap off of your factory recoil spring, see? And so you just take your replacement one. I think I'm going to start with the long, black, darker one. Put it right on. I can't show you this part because YouTube might have a problem with it. As they do. But you just throw it in like your normal factory recoil spring. Make sure it's sitting in there right. And then this is the hard part. Don't make an idiot mark. Be careful putting this in. And if you know what an idiot mark is, you know what an idiot mark is. You've probably made a couple in your life. I know I have. Alright, so we got that in. I think that's the factory one. I'll double check, but factory weight. Let's go see how she runs. Load up some ammo here. Safety first. I think I might just load up, I don't know, 10 rounds, see what happens. But my hands are going to get dirty today because this gun is not clean either. It's got a lot of rounds through it with 0 cleaning. I just lube it up and it's still running. I mean, you don't have to clean your guns after every ring strip. If you're that anal, I understand. Do you, boo. But for me, man, I just run it till it jams. I've got my Staccato CS. I had probably 3,000 rounds through it before I cleaned it. Man, it just ran. Never had a problem with it. I cleaned it just because it was getting dirty and I was getting rid of it. But we're back on the Staccato train. So, let's see how she does. Throw it in the QVO holster. Shout out to them. My boys over at Gray Man Solutions don't have a mold for it yet, so I had to think outside the box. Let's go. So I got the short black spring or darker colored spring in here now, and we're going to see how that runs. So let's give it a few shots. I got 10 rounds in here. Not as good. I'm going to put some more rounds in that and try it again. But yeah, I think the longer one definitely felt better, I think. Alright, so I'm back out here with 10 more rounds in that shorter, darker colored spring, black one, whatever. It didn't feel like my dot returned to my point of aim as smoothly or as nicely. But let's see what happens. Yeah, it definitely felt a little bit more harsh. Definitely feels a little bit more harsh. Let's go try one of the other ones out. All right, So now I'm trying the longer silver spring, and we're going to see how that does. That short black one wasn't it for me. I don't like it. At least with the 115 grain ammo. The longer black one felt better. But so now we have the longer silver one. Let's see what a few rounds through that does. I have 10 rounds. Let's run 10 more. I'm not sure how that felt. Definitely a little harsher. Definitely a little harsher on recoil. So I imagine if we step down to the short silver spring, we're going to feel a little bit more of that recoil. So let's put that short silver spring in and see what happens. All right, so I have the short silver spring in here now, and like I said, I think it's probably going to be worse because it's shorter. So we'll see how it runs. I got 10 rounds in it right now, so short silver spring. Let's see what happens. Run 10 more through it. Ooh, and we didn't get slide lock on that. That could have been me, I don't know, but we didn't get slide lock on that. My dot is definitely leaving the window more than it was on the previous springs, I feel like. So, silver recoil spring, short one on the 4-inch Staccato C. I'll leave it up for you to decide. Me, I'm not going to run it. I don't like it. A little too much recoil. So let's try the, let's move on to the gold springs and see how those work. We're going to start with the long gold spring. So I'm going to go put that in real quick. All right, so now I have the long gold spring on here, and right away, it feels like it's more weight. Now, like I said in the beginning, I can't remember the weights in each of these. I plugged them in back there as we were talking about them, but right now I can't remember off the top of my head, but this seems like it has more weight to it. So theoretically, it should shoot softer, right? 10 rounds, let's see what happens. Long gold spring. Ah, don't you know, eh? Interesting. Let's run 10 more. And again, no slide lock. That's interesting. It felt okay. Not as bad as the silver ones. A little bit better than that. But still felt like it was a little bit harsher. But let's grab the short gold spring and see what that feels like. But so far, I think the black one is the winner right now. That darker colored one, the long one. But let's grab that short gold one and see what happens. Now we have the short gold spring in. It still feels like there's a little bit more resistance than the other ones. But we did have no slide lock and we did have a failure to eject. So let's see how this short one does. Hopefully it feels good. Hopefully it runs well, but we're going to find out. 10 rounds. No slide lock, which is interesting. That being said, it did feel better than the longer one. Run 10 more through it. Ooh, stovepipe. All right, let's go. No slide lock. That's interesting. Now, it felt good. The no slide lock kind of concerns me, of course, and the stovepipe concerns me. But again, I'm running this with ports. This isn't factory stock. So that could, of course, also have an impact. So your mileage may vary, but right now this is my experience. And like I said, we have the port, so we do have to take that into consideration because we're losing a little bit of gas. And that could, with these customized springs, that could impact functionality, which is why it's good to get to the range and test your equipment. So that's all right. We're going to put the factory spring back in, see how it shoots, and I think we're going to go back to the longer black spring and compare that to the factory spring and just see how it runs. So I have the longer black spring in here again, or the darker color spring, however you want to look at it. And we're going to see how that runs now compared to everything we already ran. And then we'll throw the factory spring in and just kind of compare those two. So let's run these. I got 10 rounds in right now. See how it does. Again, no slide lock. I find that interesting. I'm going to put 10 more in and see what happens. And no slide lock. So that's curious. But that one, the black one, definitely feels the best on here. Again, this is ported, so that is going to interfere with like your expected performance, right? It's losing some gases out the top, and with these customized springs, that could be causing some of these problems. It is tuned to work with the factory spring from Tampa Gun Works, so take that for what it's worth. I'm going to put the factory spring in it and see how it runs. Okay, so now I have the factory recoil spring in, and we're going to see how that runs. I mean, I've been shooting this a lot, and that's the other thing. That thought kind of just hit me. This is broken in. Those springs aren't broken in, so you know, shooting more than 20 rounds with each of them is probably going to help a lot. Get it loosened up, really get that performance tuned in for it. But this is the factory spring with Tampa Gun Works ports. Let's see how it runs. Slide lock. We like slide lock. All right, 10 more. So I think the long black spring softens that recoil a little bit. Now, to run it more, to make sure it's reliable and to kind of break it in some, I think is necessary. I don't know if I'm going to run it as a carry gun or as a carry load, but you know, the stock spring with the Tampa Gun Works ports work great. But it does give you options, especially if you're running, you know, 124 grain or 147 grain. It gives you options to tune your firearm. But, you know, if you're going to throw these in, definitely get to the range and put time in with it. Break it in. Make sure it runs in your firearm. All right, so a little recap here. I think I'm going to stick with the factory recoil spring. It's more reliable. We had the failure to eject. We had the slide not locking back. So I think I'm going to stick with the factory recoil spring. Now, if you get out to the range and, you know, you put a lot of time into it, you put a lot of rounds to it, you know, maybe it'll break in. Now, like I mentioned, ported, customized, so that could be impacting the overall quality of how these runs, the effectiveness, the reliability. The longer black spring did feel better out of all of them, even compared to the factory spring. This felt really good. So I think maybe that's just what you might need, is just some time to break it in and run it on the range. But, you know, it does give you options. Having the different recoil spring lengths and weights gives you options to tune it. If you're running 115 grain, 124, 147, whatever you're running, it gives you options to tune it, especially if you have a factory stock gun, you know. You're not going to be worrying about, you know, those little customizations impacting your performance because you're losing gases out the top like with ports. But, you know, I think it's great. I like it. I think, again, reliability is a concern, which is why I encourage you to get it to the range, run it hard, make sure it's going to work, especially before you put it in your holster and take it outside, right? Take it out in your normal daily, everyday carry kind of life. So check it out. I encourage you to check it out. This is just, I'm just giving you data. That's all I'm here for, giving you some thoughts, my opinions on it. You know, your experience with it may vary, but DPM Systems, Staccato C recoil spring. Let me know your thoughts. Would you put a custom recoil spring kit into your pistol, into your everyday carry, or maybe just your range gun? What about if it's competition? You know, would you prefer just doing something like ports in your everyday carry or your range gun or your competition gun? I don't know. Me, I'm going to stick with the factory recoil spring. Tampa Gun Works killed it with these ports, and I don't know if I can make it any better, to be honest. But let me know your thoughts. I'm just some guy on the internet. So leave your thoughts in the comments. You know, would you keep it? Would you modify it? What do you think? What do you like to do to your everyday carry? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.